America is headed for a collision course with destruction. America has done so many bad things that they would like to sweep up under the rug. But there's so much mess up under the rug that you can no longer hide it. America is that new Babylon. In Babylon, you had people that were from different races and ethnic backgrounds coming together on one accord. America. People here from different races and ethnic groups, all speaking one language, coming on one accord. That is the new Babylon. You have people even talking about trying to create life. You have people from these different groups that have knowledge on different things. But because of the language barrier, people were not able to put these things together. But people have always tried this, and they are doing it again here in America. In America, you just won't last because you keep following the same failed plans of past civilizations. You look at America, America is following the same patterns of Rome and Greece. And you see what happened to those places. America owes a huge debt to Black Americans, and it just refuses to pay off, just like the people in Egypt. I'm quite sure that we all know by now that Egypt is synonymous with bondage, and Black people, the Black Americans, are still in bondage. Other races can go to wherever their homeland is, but because they stripped us of our history and knowledge, America is what it is. This is it, Jack. There is nothing new up under the sun. And just as you lost those other times, you are going to lose this time as well, because America is destroying herself. You know, you enslaved and displaced Black people. Stripped them of their knowledge. Wouldn't even let Black people read. So for generations, people walked around ignorant. Then you say, okay, we're going to end slavery. And you did not re-educate those people. You did not restore what you had taken from them. And that was their history and their knowledge. They say that there are 40 million Black Americans. Well, I feel as if that each Black American should get $40 billion. You say that's a large amount and America can't pay it. Oh, you got it. You're throwing money around everywhere, but you're not throwing it this way. And it is going to be a shame that you have to be forced into giving it. Remember, this is the new Egypt. And when the Egyptians were being told to release God's children, they didn't want to do it. They had to be forced into it. The same thing today. Black people are asking for reparations. You keep trying to figure out a way not to give it. But you are going to give it. And I know that you had to be forced into giving it. Here are some of the horrific things you've done. You killed off a lot of Black Americans. The rest, you put on slave ships and put them in slavery. Took them to the auction block, sold them off. You beat them. You worked them from sun up to sundown in these damn hot-ass fields. for no pay. Then after slavery was supposedly abolished, you figured out another way to get us back into slavery. Prison. You put up signs saying white only to regulate where black people could go. In spite of the lack of resources, black people managed to build their own towns and were being successful. And what did you do? You destroyed those towns. Oklahoma, Rosewood, and please let us not forget about all of the hangings, the burnings, bludgeonings, the gruesome murders that you committed against my people, the black Americans. And in spite of all of that, you still refuse to give up something that they call money. This thing they call money could never repair the lives that you have destroyed. It never could. But it's a good way to say, hey man, we apologize, we're sorry about what happened. But it's evident that you are not sorry about what happened and you refuse to apologize. And you know what's funny? Is that when America is finally destroyed, it will not be done by black Americans. It will be done by them. They are going to destroy themselves. All of these immigrants that they allow into the states, they play by different rules. They themselves, they also commit gruesome murders. And they won't be committing these murders against black Americans. Because what white America tries to forget is that no one likes them. You've did wrong things to all of these races. I don't care which one it is. You name it, America has done something bad to those races. Japan. You try and kiss Japan, but you think that those Japanese have forgotten what you've done to them? They haven't forgotten. You took America and Texas from the Hispanics. You think they've forgotten about that? You know, the first protest I ever went to in my life was with a white guy that was Polish. And most white Americans do not like Polish people. So America has so many enemies that, hey man, it's going to be impossible for you to locate all of them. Because a lot of them, if not the majority of these people, look like them. See, America, where you messed up is that you keep ignoring black Americans. The one that you have mistreated the most. And in spite of the way you mistreated black Americans have not waged war against white America. But the people that have waged war against white America, America accepts them in with open arms. And that is going to be your downfall. These four ladies were some of the last of the people that experienced slavery. And in spite of slavery being over, no one is smiling. What is that to smile about when you still treat me like a damn slave? You know, black people are just being treated bad around the world, so far as what I'm seeing in the news. But since I'm not around the world but here in America, I can only really speak about what goes on here in America. In America, hey man, y'all got to step it up. See, the real sad thing about it is this collision course that America is on is irreversible because the wheels are already in motion. These things have already been prophesized. America couldn't stop if it wanted to, but America will stop. But if America was to go it on and do the right things, give black people what is rightfully owed to them, maybe these plagues would be lifted off the world. Because it seems as if the whole world is against black Americans. No one's is speaking up saying, hey, man, you owe these people, man. Now, look what you did to these people, man. You displaced them. You put them in slavery. You just, hey, man, you just fucked over them. And the least thing you can do is give them some damn money. But you don't want to do it. So because of that decision and because of your stiff-heartedness, you people are going to be destroyed. And the ones that are left behind, prepare yourself for slavery.